Talk, we actually vet our sponsors. We don't just take their money and run like a butter bar lieutenant lost on the land nav course. Are you finally ready to plant your flag and claim your territory? Maybe it's time to use that VA loan to buy a home. Or hell, maybe you're looking to refinance and put some extra cash in your pocket for more questionable life decisions. Either way, the Veterans Mortgage Source, powered by Canopy Mortgage, has your six. Look, buying a home or refinancing can feel like getting overrun on a bad op. Chaotic, confusing, and full of obstacles that make no damn sense. That's where Corey and his team come in. They're like the QRF of home loans, ready to pull you out of the chaos and guide you to the best program for you. And trust me, they'll answer all your questions. Yeah, even the dumb ones. Whether you're a salty vet or fresh out of barracks still trying to figure out where your TA-50 went. Great service, solid rates, and a team that actually understands the military life. That's why all of us here at Veteran Trash Talk trust them to do right by every veteran in their family. Ready to lock it in? Give Corey a call or shoot him a text at 808-699-7874. That's 808-699-7874. Don't wait. Unless you like overpaying and getting treated like an FNG. The Veterans Mortgage Source is powered by Canopy Mortgage, LLC. All loans are subject to credit and property approval.
Today we got Joe, Trigger Joe Britson.
All right, let's go.
Boom! To try to get a matchup with a gunner. Oh, goes the roof! Francis is gunner!
Well, this is just a fist. When I start throwing it around, I can leave one hell of a mess. Let's dance.
Multiple occasions. Wow, it looks like they're going to swing to the very end.
And he wasn't kidding.
Wow!
It's very rare.
What a finish!
Another one. Really poses the question, what do you want to do? Do you want to take a chance and risk getting knocked out? Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Trying to take care of business, trying to get to goal. It's a knockout! Oh my! It's a knockout!
And it's closing in, trying to finish it. Hit it's over.
Because I'm going to take this foot and I'm going to whop you on that side of your face. There's not a goddamn thing you can do about it.
Brock is brought to you by Modelo.
I killed it! Punch me right in the face, man.
And we have a new nickname. Okay, we have William Send It 7 Piercing. All right, other than that, we used to call him Willie Pete. We used to call him the Mad Russian.
Now you're gonna get it, Bobby!
I think you've had enough. Noah? Now you've had enough, bitch.
How good is this?
Finish him!
Body bag! Yeah!
Another one.
Everybody gets triggered. It's just if you become a pansy. That's in the Book of Earl.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
You called down the thunder, well now you got it.
Gotta be very careful. Bro, I swear to God, I still get so pumped up with that. That is like that's the best. That's the best, as my teenage daughters would say, brah. So, brah. Anyway, yeah. Well, hey, here we are, early for me on the West Coast. Just getting started in the Central Time Zone for these fellas. It's almost beer 30 for them because we got a massive. Absolutely massive day of sports coming up.
Shit, my dad's already at the Michigan tailgate right now.
Yeah, I don't even know if we have enough time to even cover it for the day. I don't think we can talk about what's happening today. All right, because again, I'm even more excited. It had nothing to do with this show, but I think this is the first time in my life that the Brewers had a bye. So
that might be true.
I am excited to watch them absolutely throttle the I-94 series against the Chicago Cubs, and everything about Illinois is wrong and evil. And if you're from Illinois, don't watch this show. I don't like you. I don't want your ratings for the next 5 days. I hate you. And yeah, it's a powerful word, but it is what it is. Anyways, fellas, what's going on? What's happening? Let's start with that new belt, the new champ. How are we doing today?
I think I broke a personal best record in this new scoring format for how many points hung. I can't remember. I think it was 9.
Yeah,
but
it was a disaster.
Let me start this off.
Not as many strokes as I beat Bill by.
Probably not watching, but if he is, fuck you, Neil Magny. One more time. For a little rundown on last week, Bill and Joe were both 8 for 9.
Yep.
You know who the 9th was? You guessed it. Neil fucking Magny, the guy that claims to be Haitian but flies an American flag and just loves ruining parlays. He's worse than Bobby Green because Bobby Green was at least cool. All right?
That's true.
I got to have a beer with Bobby Green once. He's at least cool. He wore the Superfly burgundy, no shirt under, all the chains in the world. Really cool guy. And he only effed up one parlay, and he laughed about it. He was like, "Oh, did you bet against me?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Ah, good." Yeah. You know, like, I'm glad you bet on me to win. Yeah. So, but Neil Magny just does it in such fucking lame fashion. I mean, my God, Navajo Sterling, we both called it. Tom Nolan, we both called it. Jenkins, Crute, Ulberg. Bill and I called all those fights, but we both had Jake Matthews. And why wouldn't we? Every handicapper in the world had him, but he ends up failing. I'll cut it short, Nick, but we are white hot on UFC. Just got to get that one out of there so we can go perfect.
Right. And then, hey, if you're watching, Chris isn't here today. He's playing with pool balls. Not sure why he's doing it. He's not even any good. I think he's like a 5 in APA. That's not good. That's like, I think
I'm like 130 on phone.
I think my wife was a 4 pregnant in Fayetteville, North Carolina, in APA.
You better not let her hear you say that.
Yeah. No, honestly.
Oh, billiards. I thought you were talking about something.
No, billiards. Yeah. At Legends Pub on Bragg Boulevard. Smashing.
Oh, man.
I'm smashing some Paps, and 7-month pregnant Becky's playing pool just as good as Chris is playing right now. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Legit, they had to change how much Paps they order at Legends because of Nick and his crew. That's true.
That's a fact. You're going to only charge me $1 for that?
They drank them out of Paps before their new shipment came.
So, but hey, if you're watching, we use Chris uses FanDuel. I really prefer Barstool Sports because it's your Michigan guy. Barstool Sports and FanDuel, whatever show you have for UFC, they're not even close to these two guys. Not even close. So if you're watching now and you want to make some money, you listen to these two. And then in the NFL, we'll get to that later. I am unreal hot with my locks right now at the 10-3 mark. So if you bet exactly how I tell you to bet the first 4 weeks, you're up over $800. Just saying that. Like, you can fact check it, go back the last 4 shows and see it. But Bill, how you doing there, Send It 7?
I am doing great. As of Thursday, I am no longer the Garrison CSM before sale. And I'm gonna.
You've already gained 3 years back on your face.
Yeah. I'm gonna fade off into the sunset and of the civilian life and live the good life. I am done with this nonsense.
You can hear when Bill has stubble.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, I bet if he scratches his face right now, I can hear that stubble.
Yeah.
Because he usually doesn't have any.
Yeah.
There it is.
Nice.
80 grit. That's an 80 grit right there.
Yeah, I said that on LinkedIn. I go, selfishly, I'm glad he's leaving. But the base is losing a tremendous asset. But they made a song about it in the Army. The Army will roll along. So it is what it is. And no, it's cool to have relaxing and chilling. Maybe
I talked about that the other day with some people. I was like, listen, one thing you learn, I'll be retiring at 25 years. 3 weeks, if that long. I'll say 2 weeks after you're out of the position, like they've already forgot about you. They've moved on to the next guy, and the cogs will keep turning. So stop making the Army your whole personality, because as soon as you're gone, you're forgotten, and that's okay.
Yeah. They'll be drinking in the Jack Daniels pub at the Patriot Club, going, "Who was that guy again?" Oh yeah, it was Pearson. That was him. So like,
yeah. The only difference is with Bill, they can do the William Wallace quote. Is that Pearson? Can't be.
Yeah,
not tall enough.
Yeah, not tall enough. Yeah.
Now Justin and I will be there as sponsoring something.
Yeah, hopefully as VTT here in a couple months. That'll be legit. Yeah, and so we got UFC 320. It's been a minute since we had both of you on the show, and it's been a minute since we got to cover an actual UFC pay-per-view event.
Pay-per-view.
Let's start off right from the beginning. We buying this one? Is it worth the $80?
I'm probably going to buy it just because I think they're going to be good fights to watch for the most part.
Yeah.
There's a lot of favorites, but they'll be good fun fights.
The total of the main card, it's a good card. Yeah. Top to bottom, there's some really good fights on here.
All right. You hear that, UFC? You guys hit us for copyright infringements because of our video from a clip from like 8 years ago. And you charge us like $2. We just told everybody to spend $80 on you motherfuckers. All right, Dana, you don't need to take our money. So
that's 78 euros, Dana.
Yeah, it's times 2.
Whatever you sell.
Yeah, times 2, because there was 2 people that plugged you. And I just buy it because I just click on it and watch it at nighttime. So it just is what it is. Yeah, and then like I said, we got a new champ. So those of you watching on the Twitterverse and then Facebook and all that area, I give these guys a fight. I pick it usually about 15 minutes ago. So these guys, I don't really know. I don't do it on purpose. And these guys will whine and complain about what I give to each other, but somehow it still works out the way it works out. But they pick who's going to win, how they're going to win, and what round they're going to win. So a possible 3 points. If they pick by decision, it's 2 points. But yeah, so we're starting a whole new quarter, and the belt is on the infantry shoulder again, where it belongs. Yep. So Joe is the champ, and we'll get into the fights. And like I said, stick around for the whole show because NFL comes on later, and we speed through it because again, it doesn't really matter. You can watch enough First Take and get your analysts on every game that they spend 5 hours on. I'll just tell you how to bet it. But all righty, let's start. It's a middleweight fight, and we got Magomedov at 28-6-1 versus Pfeiffer at 14-3. Now I looked at the odds on this, and I'm not buying it. All right, I'm not buying this basic guy Joe. All right, like no, nobody named that. Nope. This guy's Madov, and he's got like 400 fights. I'm gonna go Madov by massacre. Let's start with the champ. All right, who do you got in this one?
Not Abus. No one named Abus.
Joe?
Yeah. Abus Magomedov. And he flies the flag of Germany. He's confused. He doesn't know where he's at. Did he get kicked out of Dagestan? You have an Av at the end of your name. You should be a celebrity there. I don't know why he flies the Germany flag. But look, Joe Pfeiffer, after his fight with Jack Hermanson, I think he understood that, hey, you're not just the big bully in the schoolyard anymore. Yeah. You're going to have to really, really be a little more cautious because he got worked. And beating Marc-Andre Barriault, cool. That's good. Doesn't really make me, feel comfortable with him winning the fight. Then he beats Kelvin Gastelum. I'm like, okay, you can get in there with a guy who can swat, stay busy, and win. I think he walks away with this fight in the third round. Unanimous decision for Joe Pyfer. I don't think he knocks him out because Abus is a little dangerous in the first two, but I think he puts it on him 29-28 and wins the third round convincingly to get his third victory in a row. So I'm going Pyfer decision.
All right, very, very nice, very, very nice. And I did something a little backwards here because I'm giving Bill, because of his change of responsibility present, I gave him a little heads up on what Joe thought, because this happens to be Bill's point pick.
This is a fair point pick fight.
Here we go.
This is legit. It's a good one.
Go. Bill lost like 4.
You'll probably give me the main event
quarter. Yeah, maybe.
So I've gone back and forth, not on who's going to win. I'm with Joe. Joe Pyfer is going to win this fight. You've heard me say before, a lot of fighters get the best loss of their life, and I think that's what Joe touched on. That's what Hermanson was for Pyfer. He came in as this guy that hits like a ton of bricks, but as you start going up the ranks, there's guys who can take those shots. So Hermanson taught Pyfer he had to, round his game out a little bit. Abus has been slept in the second, so I've been leaning on TKO in the second. I just don't know if Pyfer does that or not. I think Pyfer knows he's got to etch out another win to keep gaining the rank. So I'm actually going to go with Joe on a decision on this one. But I wouldn't be surprised if Pyfer ekes out a TKO on this. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Pyfer decision win, but don't be surprised if it gets finished late in the second.
Okay, so maybe over 1.5 rounds, a good bet?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. I like it. All righty. Okay, let's go to the next one. And we'll stay with 7-7. All right, we got a featherweight fight. We got a tickle fight. All right, we got another basic name, Josh. All right, 19-5 versus Zalal, 17-5-1. Like I said, Josh is coming in at 19-5, 17-5-1 for Zalal. I'm not picking this one. I never picked the pillow fights. I'll stay with 7-7 here. Who's going to win this pillow fight?
It's Zalal. Zalal's winning this fight. Josh Emmett, he hits really hard, but he's a one-trick pony as well. That's all he's got. So he fights a guy who knows how to move around, go to the ground, and he doesn't want to go to the ground with Zalal. Emmett's been submitted before. Zalal has done plenty of submissions. However, I think this goes to a decision, though. I think Zalal just pieces this guy up and just fights the smarter fight for 3 rounds, avoiding that big Josh Emmett hit. I think there's going to be a lot of this fight is going to be against the cage and on the ground. So I got Zalal by unanimous decision.
All right. The champ. What say you?
Yeah. Same thing Bill said. That I think Josh Emmett's one trick is it's been figured out. He doesn't have a long reach. So Zalal's going to stay out of range and work him. And the finish could be tough because Emmett is a competent grappler and he's got a short neck. So I worry about him getting choked when they're sweating. I'm going to take Zalal to win this by decision.
Very nice. Very nice.
But he could get the sub late. He's going to have to hurt him before he subs him.
Gotcha. Yeah, I appreciate everybody watching, especially on the X Factor. I will give Tanner Port, who's not watching right now. He usually chimes in. Tanner Port said you need to get on X. So appreciate all you guys doing that. X seems to be pretty popular. But yeah, and again, Dana White, don't charge us any money for this. We promote your show. All right, so stop it. Okay, let's go to the third one, and let's stay with the champ. We got a light heavyweight fight with Prochazka at 31-5-1 versus Roundtree at 15-6. Now, isn't this Prochazka guy the guy that used to have the man bun or the ponytail?
I think he still does, doesn't he?
Still
rocks it.
Because the picture I saw on UFC, his head was shaved. So, not quite sure if maybe he changed that, because I would change it if I was him. I don't care how big you are. All right, you don't wear that. All right, unless he's trying to get into a fight. But I'm going with America here. All right, red, white, and blue forever. Roundtree with the roundhouse kick to the face. All right, champ, do you see America winning here, or are you anti-American?
Negative.
Those are your only two options, apparently.
Right. Yeah, Yuri gave me some stuff to worry about in that Rakic fight. He was taking some damage when he came back to finish Rakic, and I don't think that's a good strategy to go with Khalil. And I worry about Khalil beating up that front leg, but he's shown time and time again that you got to kill him to get him out of there. And I wish this was a 5-rounder. It'd make my decision a little bit easier, but I'm going to say Khalil wins a split decision. I'm going to say those leg kicks pay off, and they both hurt each other, but nobody gets put out. And because it's 3 rounds, they go all 3, and Khalil wins 2-1, maybe even a split. But I could be wrong. I will not be betting this fight.
Very nice. All right, send it 7. Do we have an argument? He was rushing.
I'm with y'all. I'm not going anywhere near betting this fight. However, I got Yuri finishing it in the 3rd.
Okay.
I think Yuri just fights weird, and Khalil is susceptible to getting slept with wacky punches that come out of nowhere. He's done it to, I think, Kut Labia, your favorite guy, has slept him once. And I think
who doesn't get knocked out by the labia? I'm telling you.
And Joe said it. Anytime you think Yuri is on his way out, you just got him. If you don't sleep him, you're not finishing this fight. Alex Pereira did it twice, but Alex Pereira's also been sleeping everybody. So I got Yuri Prochazka with a 3rd round TKO off of probably some weird elbow.
All right, we got a split. Okay, but like I said, they're staying away from betting that one. Let's go to the co-main event of the evening, and we'll stay with 7 here. And we got a bantamweight fight, and we got Merab, the champ, at 20-4 versus Sandhagen at 18-5. Now, I normally go with the Stannies or whatever they're called, but I'm just staying red, white, and blue here. Just doing it. Staying red, white, and blue. All right, send it 7. Are you anti-American as well in this fight, as you were in the last one?
Here's what I'll tell you about this fight. This is the fight you actually get up and walk away from, because I can tell you exactly how it's going to go. It's going to be 5 rounds of Merab taking him to the ground and Corey Sandhagen fighting to get up, and it's just going to happen over and over again. Merab's cardio is pure insanity. Hats off to him. But his fights are boring as shit to watch.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. And Corey Sandhagen is going to get tired. I believe this will probably go to a decision. It could end in a Merab submission by Corey just getting so fucking tired. I'm going to go with the decision on this one. It's also a fight I'm probably going to stop paying attention and start doom scrolling Facebook or something.
Start the grill.
Merab by decision for sure this one.
All right, start the grill on this one. All right, champ. What say you in the co-main event?
It's unfortunate that nobody has been able to give Merab a real challenge. And you want to see how this fight's going to go. Go look at the 2 O'Malley fights.
Yeah.
Sandhagen, I think Sandhagen's a better fighter than Sean O'Malley, in my opinion, all around. But he's too long and tall, and Merab's going to get his takedowns off. Man, I'd see Merab walking away with a clean decision here. And he's in my parlay. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, well, I hope you two both, say an extra patriotic prayer on July 4th, because unacceptable. But it is what it is. When the only color that matters when we're talking on this show is green, fellas, not red, white, and blue. So we're betting on the show.
Does Triple Heart mean you're American? Do you have one of those?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just checking. Still good. All right.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to the main event of the evening. Another championship bout, which Joe was right. This happens to be his point pick. And we got Ankalaev at 21-1-1 versus Pereira at 12-3. All right. Hey, you're the champ. You got to earn it. All right. Who do we got?
I thought that was the other way around. You got to be the champ. You got to beat the champ.
No, not in the Big Earl's book. All right. You got to keep proving yourself.
Yeah. I hate to say it. I feel like fans are going to be disappointed on these two, the main event and the co-main event. I really do. I here's the chance of Pereira winning. He's got to catch him. He's got to catch Ankalaev with a clean shot on the chin and wobble him. If he doesn't do that, Ankalaev's going to do more of the same. And here's the thing. Alex's chin has been proven. If it gets checked, he will go out. So I didn't see Ankalaev get wobbled. I didn't really see Pereira do anything to show me that he can shut his game down. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to go against my favorite fighter and say Ankalaev keeps his belt. And I can get spicy with the points here, can't I?
Uh-huh.
I tell you what, just because I think it's possible this time, I'll say Ankalaev by TKO in the 4th.
TKO in the 4th
because
round.
If he gets the TKO in the 3rd or whatever, it's still 2 points. And if he wins, it's 1. So whatever. I think that there's one fighter that has a weaker chin.
All right. Oh, there's Tanner. He must have heard.
And I think Pereira's going to have to take some chances here, and I worry about it. I hope I'm wrong. I wouldn't mind starting out with a goose egg and Pereira getting his belt back. But I didn't see anything in the first fight. He had no answer for it. He kept getting rushed and bullied, and I just didn't see it. So I think if they're up against the fence, he catches an elbow. Maybe Ankalaev. Maybe they'll take a little more chances this time. So I'll go Ankalaev 4th round knockout.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, Tanner gave you some props on getting VTT on the X Factor because when you partner on here's a little plug for the X Factor when you tag like MBR Radio or Ads for Football or something, and they share you get all their viewers, man, and it's freaking awesome. It's pretty freaking cool. So you guys watching on the X Factor, this is a betting show, and I didn't do that. I didn't give the disclaimer. Again, this is a gambling show. If you don't have money, do not gamble. All right, if you have a problem, don't do it. Just like anything else. Tanner goes Brunson by TKO. To say, is this in Houston? No, but anyways, send it 7. Who do you got in the main event?
I did not think this was going to happen, but it happened. I have Ankalaev by a 4th round TKO.
Nice. I wonder why your face was going. I was like, man, I think Bill might have Pereira, or he has the same thing.
Ankalaev has never been knocked out. His chin is a brick. His last loss was a bunch of years ago against Paul Craig in a submission. And Pereira's been sledged before. And I think Ankalaev's going to work him, get him tired, and in the 4th round, he's going to come out with some heavy hands, and he's going to check Pereira and knock him out.
You just better hope that wicked Witch of the West schnapp box of his doesn't get broken because, man, that's a big nose.
It is. I just think it's going to be outside of the 3 rounds. So I have a 4th round TKO by Ankalaev. I just think Pereira's chin is questionable, and Ankalaev you can hit him with a crowbar, and he's going to be fine. And I think that's Alex Pereira's one weakness is if he fights a guy like that, he has to be willing to go get dirty with, which he has before. They fought in March, went to a 5-round decision. But this time, I just see Ankalaev knocking him out in the 4th.
All right, there you have it, fight fans. Now let's get to the best part of the day. Let's talk about gambling. Let's talk about how we're going to make money. All right, we don't have this special effects, which is just 2 screens and sharing the other screen. We don't have that today. so sorry. Maybe if FanDuel picks us up, we'll get a little bit better. Or Barstool Sports, who we really want. We want El Presidente from Michigan to help us out. Unless, of course, Wisconsin goes there and puts it on them, which it's not going to happen. But let's get to the Big Earl's 4-legger from the champ. What do we got for the 4-legger? Now, those of you watching, this is supposed to be a 4-legger that's supposed to be relatively not that crazy. So we go to Bill for that. So what do we got here with the 4-legger?
All right, we're starting off in the prelims. I like Edmund Shabazian to just tear up Andre Muniz. That guy is not a fighter; he's a jiu-jitsu player. Then I got Joe Pyfer over Magomedov. Yusuf Zalal over Josh Emmett, and Merab Davalishvili over Corey Sandhagen. And 75 gets you back to 11 after you get your 75 back. Pays 136 total.
Pays 136.
And then you get your 75 back on top of that, of course.
All right. It's a pretty safe parlay. And then like I said, the Big Earl put 75 on that, and we're going to rock and roll with it. All right, send it 7. Give us the baker's dozen, which doesn't make any sense, but it is. It works. It works for grunt talk and field artillery talk. So
just for shits and giggles, so I'm going to give you a 6-legger, but then I'm going to give you a 9-legger just to go wacky with it because there's some heavy favorites on here, so to help to mix it a little bit. So the 6-legger, I'm going to give you Hardy off the prelims, Basharat, Soriano, Patchy Mix, Zalal, Pfeiffer, then add in Marab, Vanderford, and Gaudier. Gaudier is like a minus 1,800. Yeah. It's just something ridiculous. Just throw that in there for shits and giggles. Then throw in Marab and Vanderford in there. That'll get you a 3, 6, 7, 8, 9-legger that I think is actually going to hit.
Yeah. Did you pull that up on your gambling site at all to see what that hits?
Not yet. Let me start doing the football odds. I'll bring it up and I'll see what that hits for.
Yeah, let's do that. But we're definitely going to put some money on it. But before that too, I put $10 on Bills. I put 75s on Joe, so I'm already at an $85 exposure. Thankfully, we had a super hot start in UFC and a lightning hot start in NFL, so I am all on house money right now. But I'm going to put $25 on over 1.5 on the Pfeiffer fight. I'm also going to put $25 on the over in the Emmett Zalal fight, and I'm going to put $25 on Ankalaev to win by KO. All right, and I might even spice that up if I hit the first 2 fights of the night. I might change that bet to $25 in the 4th round.
Bill's parlay is plus 600. So
plus 600. So
20 will get you 120.
All right. So perfect. I might change that main event for Ankalaev to win in the 4th round, which probably pays significantly more. What is that one at? It's got to be in the pluses.
You know,
like
I
plus
just
600,
logged
700.
in. Hang on.
Yeah.
Ankalaev to win in the 4th. Let's see what we got here. It's 2 Ankalaevs on the same card. Or I'm sorry.
See, that's something that the big girl would do when I'm putting a championship fight. I gave you Ankalaev. Yeah, the wrong one.
So we can go TKO and combos. So Magomed Ankalaev to win by TKO in the 3rd or 4th round is plus 1,000.
Ooh!
So
I think we're going
Ankalaev to win by TKO in the 3rd, 4th, or 5th is plus 750.
Then do that one.
And you get 3 rounds.
Do that one. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. All right, putting $25 on that for shizzle, my nizzle. All right, okay.
I won one of those on Volk KO and who's the Spanish kid, the fighter he just KO'd in the 3rd. Damn it,
Yair. You're asking the wrong guy here.
Yeah, Yair. When he KO'd Yair in the 3rd, I had him to KO in the first 3, and those pay big.
No, am I getting close? I said Ortiz, Rodriguez. Am I getting there?
But anyway, it's got a Z or a B at the end. Go.
Yeah. This is like asking me what Dagestani. I don't know, a Dev. I don't know, something like that. Ov.
Exactly. That's Smith.
Yeah. But anyways, all right, we're going to get into the NFL. We're not going to take our normal break because we don't have the cool things to do. However, Bill, you got nothing to do. You're going to stick around for NFL? Otherwise, I'll give you your all right, perfect. If you see those QR codes all over the screen, those are our sponsors. All right, Ariel Resupply Coffee. I say this all the time. All right, if you drink coffee, which I do, all right, have some better known coffee. There's a bazillion companies to pick from. However, we really like Mike. He's a paratrooper. His brand is exploding right now. Go invest in his company. If you want to buy some, scan that QR code in the upper corner. That's to buy his Ariel Resupply coffee. Really, really good. Again, coffee's, slow roasted, whatever bean it is, it's going to taste relatively the same. You buy the junk stuff, it's going to taste like junk. So go buy his coffee. On the bottom of the screen, all right, that's our main sponsor. That's Corey and PCS to Paradise and Veterans Mortgage Source powered by Canopy Mortgage. If you're PCSing, interest rates are dropping right now. All right, and they might go right back up. That's what I was watching Barney on Fox News yesterday. They might go right back up. So scan those QR codes, get locked in at that lower interest rate right now. Okay, I am 10-3 on my locks.
Sweet.
I am up over $700 in the last 4 weeks if you bet with me. So I will tell you how to bet these. And Just do it. Okay? Do it. All right. What do we got?
All right,
I locked Detroit last
the
week,
Thursday night game was a surprise, but we start off in foggy London town. Nothing better than a cup of coffee at 9:30 watching the NFL. The Vikings playing the Browns. The Browns are a 3.5-point dog with a 35.5 over under.
Yeah. I want to go back to that Thursday night game because I don't think it was necessarily a fluke. Chris asked me who was going to win. I said, well, actually put money on Kyron Williams to score a touchdown and put Puka over 6 catches. That definitely happened. And then I also said, watch out who the starting quarterback is. I'm pretty sure it's Mac Jones. All right. This is another team. I keep saying the 49ers are but. They are but. They're wounded. They're hurt. But Mac Jones
is better than Purdy.
He's way better than Purdy.
Yeah.
It's literally going to be the Matt Flynn effect. Matt Flynn gets paid. Russell Wilson better. Okay. Brock Purdy
$10 turned into 300 on that game.
Yeah. Yeah. Mac Jones is a big human being, a championship quarterback. And he just lit up a defense that people can't score on with nobody. All right. They brought in Bourne, who he played with in New England, and Bourne had a big day. McCaffrey, again, Joe, not looking good. I'm not going to hit you up on this yet, but McCaffrey, with nobody else on the field, they're isolating on him. A great defense, still had 170 yards and a touchdown. Like, it's fucking stupid. But he'll probably get broke. That is.
Gibby will have a big day tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. But
he's playing against Cincinnati. The
Lions. I got Minnesota and the Carson Wentz effect to win this one. Aaron Rodgers has owned Minnesota. Aaron Rodgers beat Minnesota last week. That's a bad man. I like Minnesota to beat up Cleveland here, and Dylan Gabriel is starting for Cleveland, so it'll be a fun game to watch.
Absolutely. We got the Texans going in to play the banged-up Baltimore Ravens in their weak secondary. The Ravens are a 1.5-point home dog with a 40.5 over-under. Boy, the Lamar Jackson effect is real.
Lamar's out. Derrick Henry cannot hold on to the football.
Yeah.
I think he's fumbled in every game.
Yep.
It's soft in the gut. He doesn't.
He fumbles on the 2.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too. The Rams still should have won. Kyron fumbled on the 1-yard line going in. But Houston, I watched him live with Tanner against the Rams. It took him 3 weeks to score a touchdown. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with them. So I'm not touching this game, but you got to pick Houston.
I think they wake up and have a big day offensively.
Yeah, you got to pick them, but I'm not going to gamble on Houston until like probably week 8.
Yeah.
Like
the Baltimore Ravens and defense don't associate with each other like they did 10, 20 years ago. It's just not the same.
Correct.
This is a battle of the butt. We got the Giants going in to play the Saints. Saints are a 1.5-point home favorite with a 41.5 over under.
You want to see a well-coached team, you look at the Saints. All right. They don't have a lot of talent, but they are competing in every game against good teams too. So New York and how about the swag that young quarterback has? All right, for the Giants.
But he wishes he had his big receiver back.
Yeah, well, that's the only reason why. That's the only reason why I don't like it. But dude, when you watch Jackson Dart again, that's that dude. But I'm literally watching the game and he scrambles for like 40 yards, and then he's running again. I'm like, he's gonna get hurt. And he scrambles and literally gets hurt on the next scramble. And I'm like, Jackson, it's the NFL. Yeah. Get to 15 yards, not 30. Get 15 and go down. All right. First downs are big in the NFL. Not in college as much. First downs are big in the NFL.
You remember Aaron Brooks?
Yeah.
Played quarterback for the Saints. He told his cousin the same thing. He said, hey, you come into this league running around like that, you're going to get hurt. And his cousin was a guy named Michael Vick.
Yeah.
And so it happened his first year. He got his leg broke.
Yeah.
And if Michael Vick gets his leg broke, then no one should be running.
Yes.
And
he was
the best running quarterback I've ever seen
on the planet.
If he got hurt running, you shouldn't be doing it.
And how many ribs did Michael Vick go through?
And Michael Vick was literally a video game like character on field. Like it was like,
we'll never know because of his career got that hiccup. But man,
I like New Orleans here.
All right, we got the Dolphins coming in to play the Panthers. The Panthers are a lot of one lines this week. 1.5-point home dog with a 44.5 over under.
All right. I made fun of Miami the first 3 weeks of the season because Tua looked like he was playing with a concussion again. I think he woke up a little bit. I think the offenses woke up a little bit. I'm actually going to lock Miami here. All right,
Yeah,
with A-Chain.
They looked better last week.
Yeah, they look really good. And they I don't know if the defense allowed this, but they probably did or couldn't stop it, but they focused on Tyreek. All right, and Tyreek had a big game. So if they get the ball to their playmakers, which sorry people from Alabama and Hawaii, it's not Tua. All right, the playmakers are A-Chain and Hill. All right,
get the ball in there every now and then too.
Yeah, he's perfect. Right, so if they get the ball to the playmakers, I'm locking Miami here.
All right, this should be a blowout. We got the Raiders going in to play the Colts. Colts are a 6.5-point home favorite with a 47.5 over under.
You read my mind. Lock up Indianapolis. All right, Indianapolis is really freaking good. They should have beat the Rams. They have again. What are these people doing with the football at the 1 yard line? 60-yard touchdown, and he's sitting here changing the ball in his hands. Not to sell. I'll give it to him. He wasn't trying to celebrate, but just run it in the end zone. Like, what are you doing?
I can top that. I hit myself in the ass with the ball one time, sprinting down the sidelines like this.
Yeah.
Hit my hip. No one was near me.
Yeah.
I fell on it, but didn't get the touchdown.
And I know what it feels like too. You get excited, and you're about to score. So I like Indy here, big time to win.
And for all you gamblers, Jonathan Taylor's yardage prop and for a TD, lock it.
Now Taylor, bad man.
The Raiders can't stop anybody. Then we got Denver going to play the Eagles. This should be an interesting one. Eagles are a 4.5-point home favorite with a 43.5 over under.
Yeah, I want to lock Philly here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to bet Philly. Philly will be in a couple of my random money line parlays.
Saquon be a good prop because Denver can stop everyone's pass.
Yeah,
so they're going to run.
But again, Philly, the media just tries to find problems with Philadelphia. There isn't really one. Like, oh, A.J. Brown wants the ball. No shit. A.J. Brown's really good.
Record?
Yeah, and they have him running fly routes so Saquon can run for 30 yards. Right? That's all they have him doing. And he's like, come on, guys.
He's in jail right now.
Can I have one game where I run a hitch route and maybe you throw it to me? Maybe one. But again, he's still getting paid, but he's a competitor. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with Philly at all. So all right, I like Philly there.
All right, we got the Cowboys going in to play the Jets. Jets are a 1.5-point home dog with a 47.5 over under.
Yeah, put the upset line here. I like the Jets to win this game outright. So
Lamar Jackson was my starting quarterback, so I had to pick up Fields, and I'm starting him this week.
That's the only problem that is Fields. But
did have Dallas, a 40-yard TD last week.
Yeah, I do like Dallas's offensive line. They look really good. But yeah, I don't think Dallas is going to be able to stop the Jets either. They couldn't stop anybody.
All right, going to 4 o'clock. We got the Titans going to play the Cardinals. The Cardinals are an 8.5-point favorite with a 41.5 over under.
Yeah, I wanted to lock this one, but Arizona will do Arizona things. They let Carolina back in the game and ruined a bet of mine 2 weeks ago. Just cover. All right, that's the only thing I'm worried about is Arizona not covering, but they win the game.
All right, we got Tampa Bay going in to play the Seahawks. Seahawks are a 3.5-point home favorite with a 44.5 over under. Upset alert?
No, I thought so. As soon as I saw this, I'm like, what the? And then I looked at the opening line. Tampa was favored on the opening line, but Evans is out. Bucky Irving's out. Baker's going to be working
my
on
other starter, Bucky Irving.
Yeah. Baker's going to be working on fuel reserves. Seattle's not bad. Again, the NFL, I don't understand some of these teams. I know your boys from Michigan, but how do you have a guy who wins 14 games, throws 35 tutties, and you get rid of him? So Sam Darnold's not bad. He's good.
I thought that was a pretty bold move myself.
Yeah,
I thought Sam Darnold earned more. He earned more, in my opinion. If I was coaching that team, he would be my field general after the way he had the season.
Yeah. So I like Seattle here.
All right, we got the Commanders going in to play the Chargers. Chargers are a 2.5-point favorite with a 47.5 over under. Lock?
No, are they? What are they doing? I don't know what Harbaugh's doing there. They go into the Giants and get embarrassed. Stupid. So I don't blame you for wanting to lock Chargers here, but I'll bet on the Chargers, but I'm just not locking it.
All right, we got my Lions going to play the Bungles. Lions are a 10.5-point road favorite with a 48.5 over under.
As they should be. I'm going to lock the Lions back-to-back weeks. Lions are playing on are cooking on all cylinders. As I'm forgetting the colonel's name who fell asleep during all the AARs. It was a brigade commander, Colonel Alex. All right, I always fallen asleep during the AARs, and he would wake up and he'd be like, "You want to say anything, sir?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, see, like a company's like an engine, and it's got pistons, and those pistons are platoons, and they're all firing, but they're firing at different times, right? Right. So like, but they're all firing, and that's all he'd say. And he'd walk out. All right. So like that's Detroit right now. Detroit's got all their pistons firing, and get that like to plug their Detroit Pistons. All right, they got all their pistons firing, and they're all firing at the right time. So I like Detroit to lock them up here.
All right, we got New England going in to play the Bills on Sunday Night Football. The Bills are an 8.5-point favorite with a 49.5 over under. Am I crazy for liking New England to cover that?
No, because it's the fucking Bills now. All right, the Bills cost me money. The Bills cost me a lot of money with doing stupid things against a stupid team at home. They still won. I mean, they won by 13, and they were supposed to win by 15. So it was a close cover. And then again, with special teams nowadays, here's two teams. The Packers should be 4-0, but they can't protect their kicker. And the Rams should be 4-0, but they can't stop their kicks from getting blocked. Right? So I don't know. Buffalo's doing opposite things. They're doing okay on special teams, but just doing dumb stuff. So yeah, I can see New England covering. But yeah, put Buffalo in. Buffalo's a perfect hedge bet for a Sunday Night Football game. Right? Put Buffalo money line on my 3-teamer. Put Buffalo money line, and then if you hit the first 3, put money on New England with the spread. Then you win both.
Yeah. All right, we got a Monday night matchup is KC going to Jacksonville. Jacksonville's a 3-point home dog with a 46.5 over under.
Yeah, and I know the KC fans will get mad at me, all 4 of them that are watching. All right, like they're butt. All right, KC is butt this year. They do have. I still think they have the best quarterback on the planet, which many people will agree in Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes, if you let him stick around, he's going to beat you, right? So just like he's got the Favre effect, he's got the Rodgers effect. You know, it's like you let him stick around, like he's going to come get you. And so I think Jacksonville upsets here. So my 2 upsets are the Jets and Jacksonville. I would never have thought in the last 10 years that would be my 2 upset picks. But those teams are coming around. And then my locks are Miami at -1, Indy -7, and Detroit -10.5. And so I'll put 75.
I think Detroit wins that game like 34-13.
Yeah. So here's what I do. Okay, this is how you win money on this, and this is how you have won money every week betting with me. I put $50 on that parlay. And this is a lot. I've upped my bets because I've been winning. All right, $75 on the individual 3 lock games. All right, so that's a lot of scratch. All right, you're looking at you're looking at 300 almost. All right, in exposure, but it guarantees you pretty much $25, which isn't a good return on your investment. But when you hit the parlay like you did in week 1, then you don't have to really worry about it.
Say that one more time. What's your 3 locks again?
It's Indianapolis -7, Miami -1, and Detroit -10.5. And again, if you have one of those sites that can tease, I wouldn't blame you for teasing the hooks. All right, the hooks will get you, bro. Like I can see a.
Man, buy a hook and pay -150 instead. Just buy the hook.
Yeah, like I can see like a blocked punt or a return for a touchdown, and since he covers 10.
Oh God, absolutely on 10.5.
Like a minute left. It's Lions are up by 17. They take their foot off the gas. And
I could see them being up by 31 and taking their foot off the gas, and since they having like 2 bang bangs and then a fumble at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Or they go for 2 and get it. It's like, you son of a. It's like, this is what it is. But yeah, I'm actually going to take the last word here because I got to say something. But I'll let Bill plug his plugginess, and then I'll go after that. I do.
Again, Gold Star Teen Adventures, goldstarteenadventures.org. Please reach out to that website. Again, they've won awards for how much money goes directly to the kids. Obviously, the war's been over for a while, so there's fewer and fewer Gold Star kids, which is a good thing, by the way. I actually got in an argument with someone about Gold Star families the other day. Someone actually said, "Well, if we don't open the parameters, we won't have any Gold Star families." I'm like, that's a good thing. We don't want Gold Star families.
Yeah, no shit. I don't think they asked to be Gold Star families.
But again, goldstarteenadventures.org. It's a company that's opened it up to first responder children as well. So please, they take them out on scuba diving trips, deep sea fishing trips. They let them earn certifications, but all the money goes directly towards these kids, and they follow them all the way up into college. So please, goldstarteenadventures.org.
All right, very, very nice. And then we do have our signature show today at 1700 Eastern Time. We got a jarhead coming on who decided to make cups, and they put labels on them. And I'm a little confused because I didn't know they had such luxuries or utensils as cups to drink out of. So we shall promote the Marines today, and a good company that hopefully we can get them. If somebody watching the show buys one of his cups, then we've made a success. And that's what we do. All right, I'm going to go on a soapbox here for a couple minutes. All right, just deal with it. And again, there's a zinger with Joe on there. All right, I'm wearing the Gruntworks Protector line. All right, go to shop.veterantrashtalk.com and look up Protector. All right, that's what it is. Joe's got the Gulf of America shirt, and we got one of our VTT originals that Bill's wearing. However, I showed the one last week, and it was the no cock block. All right, no dudes in women's sports. And this one is real women fought for Title IX, not Title XY. All right.
How do you not love that shirt?
Yeah, how do you not love that shirt? How do you not buy it? And how do you not support it? I'm telling you right now, if you have some type of like projection, virtual singling, men should be in sports because we want to include them, you're an idiot. All right, you are stupid. I hope you don't ever reproduce. Like
that's insulting to most of the idiots I know.
It's the dumbest thing in the world. All right, the dumbest thing in the world, and it hits home personally. And like Buddy said a couple of years ago on the signature shows, like, you don't think this stuff's going to catch up to us at some point? All right, we all want to be nice and do these little things. You don't think it's going to catch up? Well, it's caught up. All right, we've seen it at the national level. All right, we've seen it. I mean, fuck. I've said this before. Miss Puerto Rico was a dude, right? You know how many? I mean, I know I don't want to say it like this, but it's true. You hear other people say, how many baddies are in Puerto Rico, right? And you pick a dude, like, what? Like, oh, because we're being inclusive. Fuck off. All right. And here's why I get mad. All right. I never really had an opportunity to win a state title in anything. Okay. I had a really, really small chance in wrestling. And I say a small chance because my senior year, I beat the guy that took second.
I think I know where you're going with this.
So, and Joe knows my wrestling skills. Like, I'll put you down. I'll separate your shoulder. Joe knows
not much of a grappler.
Yeah. I mean, you're not allowed to choke people in wrestling.
We're not talking about some queens that know a few grapples. We're talking about pole locks without a goddamn future.
Yeah, exactly.
On the breakup.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you have in Wisconsin. So a bunch of pole locks.
Fooled me with trickery and then strikes me in the throat before I even know I'm in a fight.
Yeah. So Joe's trying to deflect here. He knows I put him down. He knows I separated his shoulder. He knows that I made him tap. All right. So it is what it is. But I had a tiny chance because I was in the state tournament. I won my first two matches. Right. And I'm like, but no, I wasn't good enough. Right. I'm eventually going to run into this guy from Catholic Memorial that was fucking 87-0 in the last 2 years. And he's going to punish me. Right. Eventually it was going to happen.
Isn't it funny the best wrestlers come from schools that say Catholic in the name?
Exactly. Because they pay him.
Here. Detroit Catholic.
Because they pay him. Now, here's where I'm going to go with it. Fight for Title IX, not Title XY. Now, my oldest daughter was in the CIF sectional finals last year in high jump as a sophomore. She has a legit chance to compete for a state title this year as a junior. She has a legitimate chance. She will be ranked, right? After the first couple of events, when she clears 5-6, right, she's going to be ranked and she's going to be there. But you know what she doesn't have a fucking chance in California to do is win a state title, because there is a dude that they allow to jump. All right. And if you're not following, it's made national news. He plays volleyball too. And these other volleyball teams are not playing against him. They stop. They forfeit the game.
Is he the one that hit the spike off the girl's face?
Yeah.
Knocked her out?
Yeah. So, like, this is a dude. Okay. And he beat, like I've already said this on the regular show, he beat a girl who set one of the biggest track schools in Southern California, which, again, this isn't Vermont or New Hampshire or Wisconsin. This is Southern California track. Okay. Like, this girl broke a long jump record by a lady who has a gold fucking medal.
Yeah, right. Dude, it's such a fucking joke.
And this dude beat her by 4 feet.
I mean, if that doesn't tell you something.
Yeah. Like, you're stupid. You're stupid. And this is my rant. Go get the protector line. Start making a voice, because that's what men do. Yes. And can women protect? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely they can. That's why we have the FAFO bear shirt, all right, and the racerback. Like, piss off Mama Bear coming after you, all right? And you look at nature, all right, you got like the lionesses, like they'll come after you, okay? But as a man in America, if you're not doing something to stop this, you're not a man.
You're culpable.
Yeah, you're not a man, all right? Do something to stop it. They are taking things away from our women, all right? And men are doing it, okay? So stop it, end it. It's done. It's over with. All right, that's my rant. Piss off if you like that shit. I hope yeah. All right.
Oh, and one more thing.
Man, my girl plays sports. I ran track. That's all bullshit.
Yeah. Lawton, Oklahoma. There's a VTT store coming soon to you. So
there is,
ready.
For sure. Ready to rock and roll. All right, we ended on a positive note, Bill. All right, we'll see you guys later.